Hi, welcome back. I'm Paul Chartier. Chrysalis House ladies are with us. Lindsay Hughes Thurston, Esquire, and Nancy House, another Esquire.
Hi.
Which means you're attorneys.
We are.
We are here for Chrysalis House, but you've got something fun going on yourself. You can take a minute and tell us what's going on with you.
Oh, well, okay. I would be delighted to.
Absolutely.
I am a candidate for Fayette District Court Judge, Division III. I've been an attorney since 2003. I've had my entire career in public service. I currently serve as the Commonwealth's Assistant Secretary of State, and the election is on November 6th.
You two ladies are very busy each in your law practices.
Yes, we are. Yes.
What is it about the Chrysalis House that touched you enough to think, I need to dedicate some of my free time to these ladies at the Chrysalis House?
I represent a lot of children in my practice, children who are in foster care and who are not in the care of their parents. And the more I saw them and their parents, the more I realized that the mothers who were successful had been through the program at the Chrysalis House. If they could get through the program at the Chrysalis House, they had a much better chance of staying sober and having their family reunited.
And Lindsay, you've been with the Chrysalis House on the board or associated for how many years?
Since 2012.
Okay, so you've been around for a while.
I have, yes.
Tell people a little bit about the beauty of what happens at the Chrysalis House.
Well, it is a truly beautiful experience to watch the women who go through the program and graduate and lead productive lives with their children. The Chrysalis House is the largest accredited, licensed substance abuse treatment center for women in Kentucky. And we focus, as I mentioned, on pregnant women and parenting mothers. And so what's great about that is our women can get the treatment they need and still have their children with them or near them. And we also treat the entire situation. A lot of our women are domestic violence victims, so we help address that. We help them with job skills. We help them with computer skills. We help them with networking skills. We try to, at their lowest time, we are helping build them back up.
You see a whole lot more of this than most of the public about what happens behind the scenes. Isn't it amazing that there's an organization like Chrysalis House in this city?
It absolutely is. And actually the Chrysalis House partners with lots of other organizations. We have over 70 contracts with community partners. So we really do try to treat the whole person and not just the substance abuse issue. So we are very lucky to have an organization like the Chrysalis House, but the Chrysalis House also considers itself very lucky to be able to coordinate with other community partners.
I've attended some of your luncheons that are magic.
Bring you to tears.
They're magical. Is there one story that you can each share about somebody that has got up and spoken at a luncheon?
One story that I can remember, if my memory serves, and Nancy might have to correct me, one woman who came back and spoke at our luncheon was a graduate of our program, and we were all moved to tears about just how she got to the Chrysalis House and how bad it was for her to get so far down on her luck and so far addicted, and then to get through the program and end up graduating college on the same day as her child. And it was just the most special and moving story because she had fought a long, hard battle to get to where she was, and we were all just so proud and so inspired and motivated that she had made it.
Nancy, do you have a recollection of lunch?
It's always the graduates, like Lindsay said, it's always the graduates that really get to you and make you realize why you want to work hard for an organization like the Chrysalis House. And it really makes it clear how some of these women don't have any support system otherwise. And the Chrysalis House and other community partners really try to help that woman and give her a support system. And it's just really an honor to be able to be part of that and to see the success stories.
You being both attorneys, you're involved in law. And what situation a lot of these people are in it's something that is against the law. But here you are on the board to help people, and what I love about this is nobody's judging.
Oh, no. And, you know, that is one of the things, you know, Nancy and I used to be a prosecutor. Nancy, as she mentioned, represents children in family court. And, you know, it truly takes a village to help everyone. And there is no judging. You know, I can't imagine anyone who could look you straight in the face and say that addiction, opioid addiction, any kind of addiction hasn't affected them or their family. And so who are we to judge?
Absolutely.
And it's more of giving a hand when someone is down to help them back up.
There are great stories, and Chrysalis House is able to exist because of some of the fundraisers and fundraisers that they have. You've got a couple big events coming up. Who'd like to talk about
Our
it?
luncheon is May 10th. At 11:30 on Hillrise Drive.
Off of Versailles Road?
Yes.
Okay.
At our community center. So people who come to our luncheon can actually see our community center and where things happen, and meet some of the women who are actually there and actually hear some of the stories, the success stories from the Chrysalis House. The Mother's Day luncheon is always a wonderful event with great food prepared by the apiary.
Yes.
And Gregory Teray will also be there. He's a world-renowned tenor providing our entertainment. It is a wonderful event. And then Lindsay may want to talk a little bit about our 5K.
Sure. So we have our 5K. May is a huge month for us because, as we mentioned, we specialize in mothers, as expectant mothers.
Mother's
making
Day, yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
May is
Yep.
a huge month
Yes.
for us. So not only do we have our luncheon on May 10th, but we also have our 5K on May 19th at 9 o'clock, and I see it's up on the screen. It is a fun morning. It's out at R.J. Corman's property in Jessamine County, which is the most beautiful. If you haven't been out there, it's the most beautiful land in our radius. And our race is $20 to sign up, or $25 the day of. You get a T-shirt. We also have lunch after the race that is catered by my Old Kentucky Home Dinner Train. And we also have thousands of dollars in cash prizes for
Wow.
those who are winners of their age groups.
Are crazy enough to really care about winning.
Oh,
and
some
knocking
people come
oh,
every
yeah.
single year.
It's big.
Yes.
You said the opioid and some of the other things affect a lot of people. Well, the issues that these women are going through, we may know them or one generation out from them. For anybody watching that may know some of these women that need help, what do they do to get the help? Do they just call Chrysalis House? Is it one of the organizations? What's the pathway from either people watching of someone they know or someone to get into Chrysalis House?
The pathway is to pick up the telephone and call the Chrysalis House. We also have a website with a wealth of information if you have questions.
And we'll put that up on the screen.
Yes,
yeah.
it's chrysalishouse.org. But we have an amazing staff at the Chrysalis House. Our executive director, Lisa Minton, she knows her stuff. And our clinical director, Tanya Jernigan, if they don't know the answer to a question when someone calls, or if the Chrysalis House program might not be the right fit for an individual, they're not only going to say, we're sorry, we can't help you, but here's where you can go. So please call, please email, please get on our website, because we are here to help. And if we can't help you at that time, we will make sure we find someone who can.
The luncheon sells out.
It does.
Yes,
and
every year.
It's ridiculous trying to get in there late.
Yes.
And does it start at noon or a little bit early?
It's at 11:30.
Because if you show up a quarter till, you're going to be sitting in some other room, maybe watching on a remote. But for people that have never been to Chrysalis House, how big, how many bedrooms, how many women can you take care of at one time?
Oh, we can take care of a lot of women at one time. We have a 40-unit apartment complex in addition to our community center on Hillrise Drive. We have 18 scattered site apartments. So we can take care of a lot of women. And the women who are there, their babies, their toddlers can come and stay with them from the very beginning. And the older children can come on weekends, and then when they go out to an apartment, the older children, the whole family can be reunited at that time.
any stories that you've heard of people that you've been around Chrysalis House for about 6 years? Nancy, how long have you been around on the board?
2008, so 10 or 11 years.
Do you on the board get to know some of the women when they come in and kind of watch their progress or not?
We do.
What do you see?
We do. We are lucky to be able to be involved one-on-one with our women. In fact, tonight at the house, there was a dinner, and the clients and board members got to sit down together and break bread. And that's a really
amazing.
Great experience.
Amazing, yeah.
You know, I think it's an even greater experience for the board members because we actually get to be with our women and talk to our women and see their babies and hold their babies. And
It's emotional, I'm
It
sure.
is. It's
Yeah.
emotional. And, you know, I think I'm very grateful for those opportunities. But we do get to see our women and see them progress through the program.
In the last couple of minutes, we'll put the website up again. But Nancy, what kind of items, donations does Chrysalis House need?
We always need clothing, things for our women, things for our babies. I'm
Diapers
sure,
and wipes,
Yes,
yeah.
diapers, wipes,
Yep, yep.
anything that you can take care of a baby with, we need for certain. We need those things. And basic things for the women, you know, shampoos, shaving cream, basic things like that. We can always use those things also. And monetary donations. We are
Yeah.
always seeking monetary donations. We definitely need those. And even if our event sells out, the Mother's Day Luncheon, we are always seeking sponsors all year long.
And we're going to put the website up one more time for the luncheon. But you two ladies, thank you for missing the dinner. They give us the time at Channel 27.
No,
and
we were happy to
I'm
be here.
sorry that it interrupted your dinner, that you missed all of the good
There will be
reunions.
other
There'll be another.
Yes.
In fact, we're having, I think, an Easter egg hunt coming up soon
Yeah,
with the
we
women
are.
Oh,
and
fun,
the children.
good.
So there are plenty of opportunities, and we just appreciate being here with you.
Lindsay, Nancy, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Go to the website, make a donation to Chrysalis House. They do great work up on For Sales Road. I'm Paul Chartier. We'll see you next time on Heart of Gold.